Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another options and play video update. Nothing says indigestion quite like Thanksgiving and some market volatility, huh? Just when everybody was looking for a seasonally strong stretch, the indices decide to start to pull back, right? And we'll see how Friday goes. It's a half day. It's a short week with Thanksgiving and the markets being closed tomorrow, and Friday is just a half day. So we'll see how that goes and how the week wraps up. But as of right now, um, there's definitely some ominous signs starting to pop up. All right. This doesn't mean that we're necessarily going to follow what happened earlier this year, but there are some similarities taking shape right now, and if nothing else, that's just making me a little bit more cautious and a little bit more, a little bit more like wait and see, trying to be a little bit more patient just to see how this develops, right? So you can see what I have highlighted here, and I've talked about the year-to-date channel uptrend on the Qs and the spiders a lot in the past, and even actually when the Qs first traded up through it here at the beginning of November, I was talking about how you know Qs get to the top of the channel, you want to be locking in short-term options, right? You want to be taking money off the table. You want to be lightening up a bit. Things that are extended from the 8 EMA, you want to maybe start to think about taking more money off the table, right? Just because, I mean, year to date, over and over again, when we got up here, it was often the time where we hit the pause button, and that's actually what we did. Pulled back, and then we made another run and put in a new high, only to pull back again, right? And you can see from the circled area just how similar this stretch is to what we did in January, right? Extended, quick pullback, and then we had like a pretty fast recovery and a new high, and then we had another really like sharp, fast correction back below the top of the trend, right? So January, February, and then you can see what followed later in February and March. All right. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen this time, but there's enough like a similarity on the chart right now to tell me that maybe I should be exercising a little bit more caution, right? So whether that's, you know, again, being more aggressive, like locking in some of like my bull swing trades, maybe some names that are extended, starting to lighten up a bit, maybe even starting to look about or think about protection a little bit more, right? Where I hedge out the downside just in case we do get an extended move lower because I mean, in addition to the Qs being at the top of the range, we've had a really large run. A lot of stocks have had like ridiculous moves over the last 2 months, and starting to see some signs that maybe we are kind of entering a period like we saw in February, whereas like some of like the really overheated things go through like an extended slide. So I'm like I said, I'm not convinced that we're necessarily going to get hit, but there's enough of a, like a warning sign out there that makes me want to start maybe like being a little bit more cautious and maybe planning accordingly. All right, and if I'm wrong, and if we just stabilize and chop around and start heading higher, that's great. We'll capitalize on that when the time comes. But for right now, to me, it's a little bit more like playing defense and watching and waiting and seeing how this move develops. All right. Um, for those of you that are traveling this week for the holiday, safe travels. Hope you have a great time with your friends and family. Just a wonderful Thanksgiving. Um, and there's a lot to be thankful for this year. There's a lot to be thankful for every year, but I mean, having your health and your friends and your family is always like top of the list. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about swing trading with options, please follow up, or hedging with options too, which I was talking about. Please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you all.